Hi people, the conclusion of the second season of 1923 delivered a powerful and emotional twist that deeply expanded the narrative of Spencer Dutton's enduring connection to the Yellowstone Ranch. This twist wasn't just a standard ending, it artfully blended dreamlike sequences with vivid memories, crafting a poignant look into Spencer's legacy and the sacrifices that shaped it. In the final moments of the series, Spencer made his long-awaited return to the rugged landscapes of Montana, driven by a singular purpose: to stop the brutal and aggressive takeover of the Yellowstone by Donald Whitfield. His return, however, came at a deeply personal cost. Before Spencer could reunite with Julia Schleffer, Alexandra Dutton had already given birth to their child. Their love, though unbreakable in spirit, faced a tragic blow as Spencer ultimately lost Alex, a moment that marked one of the most heartbreaking turns in his life story. While this season finale offered plenty of dramatic highs, it also subtly introduced moments of profound importance that may have escaped the attention of some viewers. Over the 5-season arc of Yellowstone, the franchise has consistently employed flashbacks as a narrative device to bridge generations and reveal critical pieces of the Dutton family history. One such flashback provided insight into the fate of James Dutton, whose life and legacy were central to 1883. As Yellowstone matured, it delved even deeper into mystical and emotional territory. In Season 5, Native American spiritual traditions were woven into the story, allowing Case Dutton, played by Luke Grimes, to receive visions that connected him to a broader, spiritual dimension of his family's past and future. These visions often revolved around themes of love, destiny, and sacrifice, with Spencer's deep emotional bond to Alex playing a central role. Yet, what truly set 1923's finale apart from all that came before it was its groundbreaking decision to include a flash-forward sequence that hinted at the afterlife. This was an entirely new narrative choice for the franchise, one that gave viewers a glimpse not just into what had been, but into what lay beyond life itself. Spencer Dutton's story came to its final chapter when he died at the age of 80, having lived a long and eventful life in the decades following Alex's passing. He survived her by 45 years, eventually dying on March 29, 1969. The date of his death was notably just a few days before what would have been Alex's 69th birthday, further tying their fates together in a poetic way. Spencer was born in 1889, which places his birth 6 years after the death of Elsa Dutton, a tragedy that motivated James Dutton to uproot the family and begin anew in Montana. This timeline confirms that Spencer did not experience the events depicted in 1883. In the final narration of 1923, Elsa herself, speaking from beyond the grave, states that her younger brother joined her 45 years after Alex's death, offering a spiritual and emotional closure that anchored Spencer's life story in the broader mythos of the Dutton family. As the series reached its emotional peak, viewers witnessed a haunting and tender moment in which an elderly Spencer visits the Dutton family cemetery. With visible signs of age and frailty, he gently lays his head on Alex's gravestone, a gesture that speaks volumes about the depth of his enduring love and the pain of his loss. The series subtly draws a line from Spencer's fate to that of his uncle, Jacob Dutton, portrayed by Harrison Ford. Though Jacob's death occurred sometime after the events of 1923, and he likely lived longer than Spencer, it is clear that both men left lasting legacies. Spencer, in particular, stands out as one of the longest-living male figures in the entire Dutton lineage showcased across the franchise. An important narrative development also came through the revelation of Jack Dutton's untimely death in the 6th episode of 1923's second season. This moment served to resolve one of the lingering questions in Yellowstone's sprawling family saga. With Jack's life cut short, it became clear that Spencer assumed the role of patriarch for the next generation, eventually becoming the grandfather of John Dutton III. In a scene from Yellowstone Season 4, John Dutton, played by Kevin Costner, shares with Jimmy Herdstrom that his grandfather suffered from phantom limb pain. This seemingly small detail becomes much more meaningful in retrospect, as Spencer is shown in the final moments of 1923 walking with a distinct limp. This suggests that he had lost a leg and relied on a prosthetic, providing a quiet but impactful link between the past and the present, and reinforcing the physical and emotional toll of the life he led. John Dutton III, a central figure in Yellowstone, is the son of John Dutton II, whose birth took place near the end of the events in 1923. After Alexandra sacrificed her life so that their child could survive, young John Dutton too was raised by Spencer, alongside Jacob and Cara Dutton, at the Yellowstone Ranch. His upbringing was shaped by these three strong and resilient figures, who ensured that the Dutton legacy would continue through the boy who had barely survived his own birth. The elder version of John Dutton too eventually appeared in Yellowstone Season 2, portrayed by Dabney Coleman. His character's longevity, living well into the late 1990s or early 2000s, underscores the lasting influence of the decisions made and the sacrifices endured by earlier generations. In this way, the Dutton family's story continues to unfold across time, deeply rooted in history, love, loss, and the unyielding connection they all share with the land they call home. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon.